Today's Mass readings and Gospel reflection. December 11, 2020. The Friday of the second week of Advent. First reading. A reading from the book of the prophet Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 48 verse 17 to 19. Thus says the Lord, your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. I, the Lord, your God, teach you what is for your good, and lead you on the way you should go. If you would hearken to my commandments, your prosperity would be like a river, and your vindication like the waves of the sea. Your descendants would be like the sand, and those born of your stock like its grains, their name never cut off or blotted out from my presence. The word of the Lord. Responsorial Psalm. Psalms chapter 1 verse 1 to 4 and 6. Let our response be, those who follow you, Lord, will have the light of life. Bless the man who follows not the counsel of the wicked, nor walks in the way of sinners, nor sits in the company of the insolent, but delights in the law of the Lord and meditates on his law day and night. Response. Those who follow you, Lord, will have the light of life. He is like a tree planted near running water, that yields its fruit in due season, and whose leaves never fade. Whatever he does, prospers. Response. Those who follow you, Lord, will have the light of life. Not so the wicked, not so. They are like chaff which the wind drives away. For the Lord watches over the way of the just, but the way of the wicked vanishes. Response. Those who follow you, Lord, will have the light of life. Gospel reading. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. Matthew chapter 11 verse 16 to 19. Jesus said to the crowds, to what shall I compare this generation? It is like children who sit in marketplaces and call to one another. We played the flute for you, but you did not dance. We sang a dirge, but you did not mourn. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they said, he is possessed by a demon. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they said, look, he is a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. But wisdom is vindicated by her works. The Gospel of the Lord. Before we proceed with the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Also, please hit the notification bell, so you won't miss out when we release new videos. Feel free to share your comments, suggestions, and reflections at the comments section down below. Thank you and God bless. Now, let's proceed with the video. The reflection on today's Gospel. The leaders and the wise are not always pleased when someone criticizes or challenges them. This happened in the time of Jesus, and happens today as well. John the Baptist criticized people and was not accepted. They said, he is possessed by the devil. Jesus also criticized and was not accepted. They said, he has lost his head. And crazy. He is possessed by the devil. He is a Samaritan. He is not from God. The same thing happens today. There are some people who hold on to what has always been taught, and they do not accept another way of living the faith. They invent reasons for not accepting something new, saying it is against God's law. They invent some pretext in order to not accept the message Jesus announced. In fact, it is relatively easy to find arguments to refute those who think in a different way from us in these matters. Jesus reacts to the people's resistance to the gospel. They consider themselves wise, but they are like children who wish to be amused, and they rebel when people do not move according to the music that they play. They only accept those who hold the same ideas that they hold. Because of their rigidity, they are condemned. In what ways am I rigid in my faith? Do I have a critical conscience concerning social and ecclesiastical thought which, at times, prevents needed change? Blessed is the man who follows not the counsel of the wicked, nor walks in the way of sinners, nor sits in the company of the insolent, but delights in the law of the Lord and meditates on his law day and night.